Free speech, bedrock of what we are. The ability to get up on a soapbox and talk from your heart about something that you feel is important. To address concerns in your community, in your government. However, wherever, and whenever you want, as long as you're not harming somebody else. You're not inciting a riot. You have that right. That's part of what makes us the greatest country to ever be. And after weeks of a back and forth battle, Twitter's board of directors accepted the offer of $44 billion from Elon Musk, and Musk now is the majority owner of Twitter. What will happen? I don't know. I don't know enough about Musk. I don't know if there are alternative motives. I don't know, what it is that drives him. I'm hoping that he is a patriot, that he is a beacon of light in the wilderness. I'm hoping, as I've said before, maybe there is somebody to rise from the ashes that can lead us out of the darkness. Maybe it's Elon Musk. Maybe. Twitter, Facebook, other social media platforms, you choose one. They've all been slanted. They've all been driven by this narrative of control. When you think about it, we've had 4 years of complete disinformation as it pertains to President Donald Trump and the Russia collusion. That all proved to be a giant hoax funded by Hillary Clinton. Yet the media spoke the lies from before the time he was president straight through it. When somebody tried to counter that, they were silenced. That's scary. You should all be nervous when something like that happens, because free speech is what we were built on. That idea, that foundation, that you can get up and say whatever you want in a town square and not have fear that you'll be locked up, shut down. Maybe we get a return to that. But think about Russia disinformation. Think about the people who began to talk about the Wuhan lab theory and how they were shut down in the beginning. How the possibility that vaccines were actually harming people caused folks to get completely booted off of the platform. The President of the United States of America could not send a tweet because he was banned. Think about that. How much control they had. How much informational control they had. Facebook still has it. Other platforms still have it. Maybe Twitter, maybe they'll change it. Maybe Musk is that knight in shining armor. Maybe he'll allow the absolute complete freedom discourse back and forth. And all you've got to do is put your ear to the ground and listen to the progressives and how they are making a lot of noise, moaning and groaning about this. How this is going to be catastrophic. Now it's going to be ripe with disinformation. I just gave you 3 examples off the top of my head of complete, utter disinformation started by the left, that they held the line on that and continued to talk about it for 5 years, 4 years, 4+ years. They beat it into your head. Anytime there was a dissent, they eliminated that dissent. They struck it down. They took it off Twitter. That's criminal. Anything negative about liberals or progressives was removed. any counter argument, whether it be global warming, vaccines, transgenders, anything that was counter to the progressive agenda was eliminated, has been eliminated from Twitter. And for this block of time, certainly since the last year of Trump's presidency through now, liberals felt as though they had captured the flag, right? They were controlling the game. And they were. They decided what you thought, how much about it you thought, when you thought about it. The algorithms dictated all of that. And you, like a little sheep, not you, but so many, like little sheep, just obeyed. Went and got your vaccine, went and got your second booster, went and got your third booster, went and got your fourth booster. Anything that was negative about Trump went right up on Twitter. Anything that was positive about Trump got taken down. Anything negative about Joe Biden, taken down. Hunter Biden's story, taken down. Hunter Biden, the story that was published by the oldest newspaper in the country, was taken down by Twitter. And we all sat by because, well, what are we going to do? We shrug our shoulders. What are we going to do? I don't know. Well, now somebody comes along who has the sledgehammer and says, okay, all right, you want to censor certain things? You want to bully people or criticize me being Musk himself? You know what I'll do? I'll buy you. I'll buy you. And we can do it my way. Now, I don't know what his way is. I'm hoping that his way is his better way. I don't think it could be worse, right? I don't think it could be worse. That would be hard to imagine that Twitter is worse, right? But for years now, we've been fed lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. And we had to swallow hard and just accept it. Now maybe the game has changed. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm not ready to, shine the armor of Musk and call him a hero yet. It seems like he is, right? It seems like he's doing it for all the right reasons, although, again, the cynic in me is always skeptical. But it does seem like he's doing the right thing for the right reasons. And an exchange of ideas on Twitter, what is wrong with that? I mean, think about the idea that people are nervous, progressives are nervous. We're going to get disinformation. We've had, how long? A decade worth of misinformation? Certainly the last 4 or 5 years has been complete misinformation. So what are you afraid of? It's funny because conservatives, we were angry because opposite views were not being presented. Progressives are angry because opposite views are being presented. Let that sink in for just a second. Think about that. Think about that when you go vote in November. Think about that when, you're having a conversation with somebody in a barbershop, in a store. If they're progressive, they want you silenced. You don't want them silenced. That's the bedrock of this show. I don't want anyone silenced. I want to hear everybody's view. But what has happened, or what has been happening, it pertains to Twitter and what we've gone through for the last X amount of years with the garbage and the fact that just normal posts and exchanges of information have caused people to get bounced from that platform. I say hurrah, and hopefully Musk turns this into a beacon of freedom, and we all can just move forward to, I think, this is could become a wonderful platform for folks to exchange ideas back and forth. So anyway, that's how we begin the show today. Bravo, light at the end of the tunnel, all that good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how we begin. It is going to be, I'm telling you right now, this is one of those shows, I can feel it in my bones. One of those shows, press record and listen up, because if you miss something, we're going to be going like 70 miles an hour. If you miss something, you're going to want to hear it again. We'll be back. It's 94.9 News Now and stimulating talk.